The latest Chelsea transfer news, stories, reports, rumours in just a 5-minute video. There's so much to feature today, let's get cracking. First up guys, this is my website chelseadaft.org. Make sure you check it out. You've got all the video content on there and the written word updated pretty much daily. First up, a report that appeared yesterday, and it's regarding Toni Rudiger and how much a loan move would cost Tottenham, who inquired to take Rudiger before the end of the transfer deadline. And it's quite astounding really. There are reports that West Ham, Paris Saint-Germain, AC Milan and Tottenham all inquired about the availability of Rudiger, but Chelsea wanted £12.5 million in total towards the deal. £5 million loan fee for the year and £7.5 million wages. No surprise that teams turned their nose up and decided against it. We're now left with 5 centre-backs, and it's going to be interesting to see if Toni Rudiger manages to get his way back into the plans of Frank Lampard. So to the Mirror, and Paulo Dybala, the Argentinian over at Juve, is on Chelsea's radar according to reports. It's claiming that he's unhappy at Juve and he hasn't featured under Pirlo so far in Serie A, with the new manager taking charge in the summer. It's believed that Dybala has gone straight to Juve's chief football officer to explain his frustrations, and his future now appears to be uncertain. Tutto Mercato Web, the Italian website, claims that Chelsea are keeping an eye on the situation to see what happens and how it develops up until the January window. Dybala is different class, but for a period of time he didn't feature for Sarri. Now he's not featuring for Pirlo, and it does raise questions, but his quality is undoubted. So here's a new report that's appeared in Bild, and it's come from the reporter Christian Falk, who's tweeted, United and Chelsea have a new transfer rival. FC Bayern also has Denis Zakaria on their list. Zakaria plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach. He's a defensive midfielder primarily, 23-year-old, but he can also play as a centre-back or a natural midfielder. And I have to say, from watching him, I've actually been quite impressed with him. He's got great feet, great ability. He can see a pass, he can finish. He's got some good timing with his tackling, and he gets back in. He's quite gamely, you have to say. He's got a long stride on him, which sees him get away from people with his quick feet when he's put under pressure. But he can also spot a tackle and does well. And it's interesting to see what's going to happen with the Swiss international, which, according to this report, Man United and Bayern Munich are keeping tabs on him. So heading over to transfermarket.co.uk, Zakaria, as you can see, is 1.9 metres tall. He's 23-year-old. He's valued at £36 million currently. And as you can see, position defensive midfielder, but he can also play the normal midfield role and as a centre-back. And it's interesting to see if this has any substance in it, because I think we can all agree with the window closing that we've only really got N'Golo Kanté as a naturally defensive-minded midfielder. Jorginho, you wouldn't class him as defensive-minded, or Mateo Kovacic really, even though Kovacic does a great job. And with the likes of Epanampadu going out on loan, we're short in that area. And if N'Golo Kanté gets injured, we're in trouble. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens between now and the transfer window in the winter. But according to various reports, Denis Zakaria is on Chelsea's radar. So to Ross Barkley and the impact he's making at Aston Villa. And Dean Smith, the manager, was asked about the possibility of trying to sign him from Chelsea on a permanent deal. And Ross Barkley's contracted till 2023. When he was asked about trying to sign him on a permanent deal, Smith said, "It's nothing that has been talked about. Our discussions were only for the end of the season. He's made a big impact, even just in the dressing room. The fact that we've been able to entice that calibre of player into the club has gone down well in the dressing room with our staff and the fans. He's a top player who's been in amongst the Champions League in the last 3 or 4 years and has been a regular starter for England. His job is to do well with Villa." But there's more on this. So to the Aston Villa fans who have taken to Ross Barkley big time, and there's calls on social media for them to pay big money to try and get him signed in January. Quotes such as, "Unfortunately, this may be another Tyrone Mings situation where we have to pay much more than what they paid for him to get him. Pay 40 million if you have to," another one said. A third fan said, pay what Chelsea want and sign him permanently at Christmas. If he carries on being this influential, make it permanent in January. And 100% they Chelsea would want to double their money, but for me he would be worth it. Our times have changed for Ross Barkley. They offer Chelsea 40 million, do you think Chelsea would take it? That's it from me guys, the Chelsea transfer news in just a 5-minute video. Make sure you check out the Chelsea news update posted at lunchtime with all the news in a 5-minute video, and that was the fallout from the Seville game last night. Make sure you check it out. Please like the video for me if I can get as many likes as possible. It helps broaden the reach of my videos to more and more people on YouTube, to hopefully come and get involved and then subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button for me, then the bell for notifications so you're notified when my videos come out. Thank you for watching. Post your comments in the comments section below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.